Today our topic is on LD Venus Gold, which is a product to rejuvenate the feminine health for all the ladies. But I hope all the men also will listen carefully to this topic, because you have your mother, your grandmother, or you have your sisters or your aunts that you can help, or even your friends and your future wife or your current wife. Okay, so this is a product that everybody should learn about. Okay, before I continue, thank you, Elkan, for bringing us this wonderful product, LD Venus, and also a business opportunity. And also thank you to the Elkan Geese team spirit. Because of this teamwork, we are able to achieve success for everybody. And then a special thank you to my beloved upline. He has guided me for over 25 years. Thank you to our 7-star LSM, PCM, MCCM, Seng Kok Meng, and Yu Su Ken. He's also our host for tonight, yeah? Okay, so every woman deserves to be healthy, confident, beautiful, right? So when we are talking about this topic now, I hope the woman outside there, you don't only spend your money on makeup, on your clothes, on your hair. Please also spare some money to buy a supplement like LD Venus, so that we can be beautiful from inside. The health starts from inside out, because if your inner is not healthy, then it will show also in the outside. So we are basically talking about our reproductive health, which is a basis for having healthy children, intimate relationship, and happy families. So basically, this is a system, a reproductive system, which consists of the ovary, cervix, fallopian tube, uterus, and vagina. So don't worry, we are not going into a biology lesson. I'll try my best to simplify things so that the normal people can follow along. Okay, so let's talk about hormone. So as you all know, whether you are male or female, we are controlled by hormones. Hormones is what make our body work. So if our hormone is balanced, then our growth is regulated, sexual development is normal, function is normal, metabolism and mood is normal, and it gives our body the energy it needs to function properly. But the problem is when the ladies, two main hormone, which is estrogen and progesterone, when these two are not in balance, then we will have a lot of problem: bodily growth, sexual development, metabolism, and other bodily function. So this is the culprit. So when do we girls, we women, get this problem is when we reach puberty. Around 12 or 13 years old, a girl will start to get her first period, her first menstruation. So it's called puberty. So if you have a little sister, or you're a mother and you have a daughter, then be aware of this. Because I remember when I reached puberty, nobody teach me what to do. Okay, so between 12 to 18 years old, this is a puberty and teenage years. Hormone secretion reaches its peak and regenerative organs are developing at a faster rate. So during this period, if we fail to address hormonal problems, so it will lead to a lot of challenges in adulthood. What are the problems faced by these teenage girls? So the common symptoms of imbalanced hormones are dysmenorrhea, which is period pain. We call it period pain. I suffered this also when I was in my secondary school. For those who never had this period pain, you will never know. You'll never know how bad it can be. Second is irregular menstrual cycle. Means sometimes the period will come and sometimes it get delayed for maybe up to 3 months or even 1 year, and then it'll come again. Or sometimes it'll come a little bit and then it stops, and then a week later it'll come again. So this is called irregular menstrual cycle. Then also fatigue, nauseous, and mood swing. I suffered this nauseous problem also. Then a lady will reach maturity at age 18 to 45 years old. So we call this maturity years. And this is the best childbearing years. A woman will get married and prepared to build a family. So failure to take proper care of your body may lead to deterioration of the reproductive health. If our hormone is imbalanced during this period between 18 to 45 years old, we will suffer what problem? First, continual this problem, period pain, will continue from puberty years until maturity. Irregular menstrual cycle is another problem, will continue with us. Fatigue, blood clot, mood swing, leukorrhea, and infertility. So leukorrhea is discharge, okay, discharge, and infertility, especially if the lady is want to start a family, okay? But not able to conceive. So this is a very, very sad thing for a woman. And normally they will go for a lot of treatment, IVF and all those things, and it costs a lot of money. Next is after childbirth. We call it postnatal care. So this is the best time to restore health to pre-pregnancy state. A lot of women after childbirth, after one child, you'll gain 5 kilos. After 2 child, 15 kilos. After 4 child, okay, she'll be very, very overweight. Yeah, and a lot of problems such as irregular menstrual cycle, prolapsed uterus is a very, very common problem for ladies after childbirth. Urinary incontinence means like when we cough or when we laugh, the urine will come up involuntary. Vaginal laxity and dryness. This is where it's loose down there. Low libido, back pain, headache, fatigue, and so on and so forth. So failure to properly restore health during postnatal will lead to many health issues in later years. Sometimes I see my leaders, after they deliver a baby, after 1 week, they come to my stockist. I was so scared for them. I said, what are you doing? You're still in confinement. And she said, oh, I'm okay. I feel very light. So I asked my mother, because I never give birth, right? So I never have that kind of experience. So I always ask my mother, Mom, how does it feel after giving birth? Then my mother will say, actually, after you give birth, you will feel your body very light, and you won't think that you need to take care of your body. So that is the main problem. A lady will feel, oh, I'm okay, and then she'll go out, and then in later years, when she's coming to menopause, all the problem will come up. Okay, next, this is the 4th stage for a woman where we will reach menopause. 45 years and above, a woman will start to have this premenopausal syndrome. Period become irregular before stopping completely. So it starts a little bit from 45 years old. All the symptoms will come one by one until it stops completely. So this is the time where the ovarian functions will decline. So if a woman during this time faces imbalanced hormone, she'll get all these things: hot flashes, dry skin. For those ladies who are listening right now, you have to pay attention, because it might seem far away. If you're in your 20s now, oh, this is still very far away. This is my mother. But one day you will reach this stage. Believe me, I have been there. Okay, hot flashes, dry skin, night sweat, vaginal dryness, thinning, vaginal wall, irregular period, weight gain, loss of libido, hair thinning, hot. You see, there's a lot more problem in this stage compared to just now. Okay, postnatal, compared to maturity, compared to puberty. The most problem, as you can see here, is during the menopause years. Frequent urination, sleep problem, inability to concentrate. So these are, unfortunately, are all the problems that a woman have to go through. So for those guys out there, or very, very young ladies who may not understand fully the challenges faced by a female, so let's go through what these problems are. So menstrual cycle, what is this menstrual cycle? We call it periods. So most women will have 400 to 500 periods in their lifetime. So if you look at this cartoon here, during regular days, she is an angel. But when her period comes, don't talk to her, don't even touch her. So imagine if you get married and your wife, okay, faces 400 to 500 periods, so you better get ready, okay? Stress and lifestyle factors may cause an erratic menstrual cycle. And also, okay, what does menstrual cycle do? Actually, it nourishes and cleanses the uterus regularly. So this is very, very important. If the woman's cycle is not regular, means blood might accumulate in her reproductive area there, and it will lead to a lot of problem in the future. So smooth menstrual flow help our system to function smoothly. Long-term irregular period will cause adverse health problem. Okay. So these are the common symptoms of unhealthy reproductive system, irregular menstrual cycle. I have one friend when I was in University Malaya. Her period will come for 1 whole month, like 30 days, literally every day for 30 days. Then it will stop for 6 months. Then it'll come again. Okay, so that's how irregular it is. And she was prescribed hormonal pill, even though she is a single lady. And painful menstrual cramp until we have to lie down. You know, this position is like a prawn. Okay, we have to lie down and literally squeeze our body together. And then period flow being too heavy or too low. Sometimes when it's too heavy and you're outside, it actually can flow down your legs. Okay, and another one is abnormal color of the period. Okay, bright red is normal, but other than that, it's not normal. Okay, next is lower abdominal pain, back pain, heel pain, headache, frequent miscarriage or infertility. These are all the problems faced by women. Okay, and then another one is weight gain and slowed metabolism. When our hormone is imbalanced, we can easily gain weight. So sometimes it's not a matter of how much you eat. Sometimes it's not because of toxic in the body. Sometimes it's because of hormonal problem. So if you have tried all other diets out there, it doesn't work, check. Maybe your hormone is not balanced. Another one is skin problem, acne, and also pigmentation, especially on the cheek area. I have one customer, she's in her 40s and she had a lot of pigmentation on the cheek area. After she consumed our Alkan LD Venus, her pigmentation has lessened about 90%. She's now a grandmother and she looks very, very young. Okay, so next is what? Abnormal or foul smelling discharge. We call it leukorrhea. This is a very embarrassing thing for a woman to have, you know, because if any of us suffer from this white discharge and smelly discharge, we are not going to ask our best, even our best friend, hey, I got this problem. Okay, nobody will you know, talk about this thing. So this can affect our life. We feel embarrassed. We might be taking antibiotic, okay, like this one. But antibiotic can kill off all beneficial bacteria in our system, so it's not a long-term solution. And it also can affect husband and wife relationship. Next is after childbirth. Look at this diagram here, loose and tight. Because imagine a baby's head. How big is a baby's head? Look at this diagram here. This is what 10 centimeter dilation looks like. Imagine how big is a baby's head. And this vagina have to stretch that big to allow the baby to come through, you know, and then will it go back to its original size? That is the problem here, okay? So loose vagina, and then vaginal dryness, and then body odor, frequent urination, and urinary incontinence when you laugh. So be careful if you watch comedy if you have this problem. Okay, another very common problem is prolapsed uterus, where the uterus literally goes down, and it is very, very painful. It's very, very unpleasant. Okay, maybe you have to go for massage every month. And then dark underarm. I never know before that dark underarm is a problem about uterus. Vaginal scarring or tearing after childbirth. Okay, because the baby's head is very big, about 10 centimeters. So the doctor might snip off certain part of the vaginal wall to let the baby go through, and then he will stitch them back. So this is also a problem. And there are a lot of plastic surgery out there where they can actually tighten you up, okay? As long as you're willing to pay for the money. Okay, another one is emotional instability, depression and fatigue, low libido and frigidity. All these problems will affect relationship with your partner. Okay, what about more serious problems such as cancer and tumor? So look at this, cervical cancer usually develop over 10 to 20 years after initial infection. Most common early symptom of cervical cancer is vaginal bleeding. So this is very, very important for a lady to make sure that your menstrual cycle is normal, that you have normal flow, normal color. Okay. Why do we take this supplement LD Venus every day? Because we want to prevent the more serious problems such as a tumor and cancer. Okay, now look at these problems: ovarian cysts, fibroid, even cancer, ovary cancer. So prevention is better than cure. A lot of ladies have certain cysts in their uterus or in the ovary, even without knowing it. Okay, it's very normal. But once it becomes big, look at this doctor, it is as big as a baby, and maybe even bigger than a baby. So this will cause a lot of problem in the future. Okay, another thing about problem with reproductive health is what? Investigation shows more than 2/3 of the marriage breakdown due to sexual dissatisfaction. So if a lady cannot satisfy her partner, then the partner might look for somebody else. Okay, so I know this happened in Hollywood, a lot of it, but it actually do happen in our society. When the husband is not satisfied, he may look for another partner. Okay, so loss of sexual desire is a woman's biggest sexual problem, threatens your marriage. Okay, so we have to avoid this. So introducing LD Banners. This is a product, beauty from the inside. LD Banners Gold assists women at every stage of their life to ease the discomfort of physiological changes. So what is LD Banners? Okay, this is just a herbal drink. It comprises of over 10 types of herbs. There's no toxic, no side effect. In fact, it is not hormone. Some people ask me, Winnie, is it a hormone? Because I said it will help your imbalanced hormone. So this is not hormone, yeah? But it will help to regulate our hormone. No boiling required, ready to drink, because it comes in a small bottle like this and a straw. So you can just put 1 or 2 bottles in your bag and bring it to the office, and it's ready to drink. You don't have to spend time buying all these herbs and boiling it yourself. And the production adheres to GMP, good manufacturing practice, and convenient and portable. So what does it do? These are all certified through clinical studies. Yeah, so it improves blood circulation and qi. Qi is like the inner energy up to 94.59%. That is a very, very high number. Helps restore overall uterine function by up to 92%. Also very, very high. Improve what? Inner energy, anemia and negative female physiological symptom. Okay, especially if a lady have heavy flow, she might experience a lack of hemoglobin. So this will help. And then help increase red blood cells, hemoglobin level in postnatal women. After childbirth, you might lose a blood, so you have to drink more. Postnatal, you might have to drink up to 3 bottles per day. And then helps speed up the recovery of the ovary and uterus. Okay, so these are some of the herbs. These are 6 of the main herbs. You can read the scientific name for yourself. I'm not going to read it for you. But what does it do? Okay, the first one is help relieve blood stasis and menstrual pain. Promote blood flow, regulate menstruation, reduce menstrual pain, enrich blood, assist uterus to contract. Enrich, especially after childbirth, yeah, when the uterus can contract, so all the blood clot can come out easily. Enriches blood and promotes blood flow, regulates menstruation, reduce menstrual pain, assist, okay, same thing. Most efficacious among all herbs in replenishing qi. It is helpful in treating prolapsed uterus. This is very good, herbs. Detoxify body, reduces heat, reduces inflammation, invigorates blood, and reduces blood stasis. And another one is restore qi deficiency in the spleen and stomach to improve absorption and digestion, increases production of red blood cells and hemoglobin. These herbs, actually, if you go to a Chinese medicine hall, you can buy them. But you have to know the formula, right? So since we are normal people, we can just buy LD Banners and drink it. And these are all the certificates that we get, halal certificate, GMP, and also approved by Drug Control Authority. Okay, how do you drink this LD Banners? So I have a small video here. So you can drink 1 bottle in the morning and 1 bottle in the evening, or just 1 bottle a day, at least 1 bottle a day. And then if you are pregnant, you stop, and during menses also you stop, but you can continue after your period stops. And you want to watch that one again, okay? So the box comes with a straw. Yeah, okay, so you open the cap. Okay. Please drink a glass of warm water after taking LD Banners, because most of the ladies love to drink like very cold water. So we say the womb is very cold. So when you drink this LD Banners, these herbs will sort of warm up your reproductive system. So you also drink a glass of warm water. And throughout